foods people will see today is deep fried Twinkies. That is different.
The students' favorite activity that they did today was facial reconstruction. They had to take pieces of clay and create a face to match the one from the murder scene. Yesterday afternoon, sheriff deputies discovered the bodies of Hillman and Eloise Mayu in the barn behind their house. After suspicion of foul play, it has been determined that the couple was stabbed to death. From the time you get in your car and buckle your seatbelt, it takes an approximate 3 seconds. The Louisiana National Guard is here in Grant Parish trying to fill a gap between Bayou Darrow and Bayou Road Gully with 32 1,500-pound sandbags. Each drone is programmed to fly up to about 400 feet and cover about a 1.5 mile long radius. This is good for farmers so they can detect good and bad biomass growth and detect if insects are damaging the plants. Summer is right around the corner and the heat is already unbearable. The temperature now is in the high 80s, whereas the heat index is already 115 degrees and rising. Shattered stained glass windows, pews, and hymn books all cover the inside of the David Hayes Methodist Church in Bunkie. The Louisiana State Fire Marshals is investigating a fire that broke out late Sunday night. According to the Bunkie Fire Department, around 10 p.m. the flames were 30 feet above the church roof.
When we arrived on scene, found heavy smoke. Within minutes we had heavy flames in both buildings, and we were able to extinguish it. We had it under control approximately 12:15, 12:30, and then we finally cleared the scene at 5:45, and we're here now just putting out the hot spots and doing overhaul.
The cause is still under investigation and no injuries were reported. After removing most of his valuables from the parsonage, Reverend Brian Ridgedale says the sanctuary, fellowship hall, kitchen, office, and scout room appear to be a total loss. This historic church may have suffered serious damage, but that won't break the hearts of this community. The cleanup process has just begun, and they're moving forward to rebuild one step at a time.
The building is not the church. The church is the people, and we have some resilient people. We serve a great God, and I just believe we will bounce back and hopefully be able to continue to minister in this community.
The Bunkie Fire Department says the investigation is expected to conclude next week. In Bunkie, Taylor Rubach, ABC 31 News. "36 parishes in the state of Louisiana have been declared disaster areas after flooding hit hard a little over a month ago.
No water here. I could go get you the paper that they gave us. We're in no flood zone. But now this time we had the water.
That's what you were telling me, so.
Since then, disaster recovery centers have been opening to assist the public in those parishes. Even though FEMA has been out here for about a month now, certain parishes are starting to close down their disaster centers. Starting today, FEMA is going door to door to help residents to sign up for FEMA assistance if they may not have done so already.
Once they've registered, we follow up with them to determine whether or not they have any additional needs and to let them know when our inspectors may be out to the areas to be able to access their homes.
Each FEMA assistant goes out with iPads to register flood victims for FEMA disaster aid.
We can register you here, or you want to register
right now?
Okay. It's going to take about 15, maybe 20 minutes.
All right, come on in.
If approved, these grants will help residents fix damaged homes, find temporary housing, and other expenses.
What we help out with is for their homes, personal property, vehicles. We want to get their homes safe, sanitary, and functional.
Some residents were not so lucky when it came to losing their homes, where others like Naomi Barnhart, water came right up to her window.
If I'd have opened my window, I could have taken a mop and stuck the mop and wet my mop from the river.
Renee Bafalis encourages everyone to register with FEMA who have dealt with any damages, including minimal.
We really encourage you to register with us, even if you think it's minor damage. Let our inspectors come out and make that determination as to whether or not, they put forward your information.
If anyone still needs to sign up for assistance, they can visit disasterassistance.gov. In Marksville, Taylor Rubach, ABC 31 News.
And if you notice, it is a work of art.
Down here in Louisiana, we're known for the tasty southern cooked meals and even things people would have never even thought of trying. Now that it's carnival season, it's crazy to see some of the food that has been cooked up for the fairgoers.
Known for their turkey legs.
Everybody comes by and they're looking for the turkey legs, like the sauce, the butts, and
the turkey legs. They ask me what kind of season you put on them. I say, well, if I told you that, I had to put you in jail.
So the turkey legs will get you going. Then once you get that sweet tooth craving, there are plenty of different sweets to choose from. Foods such as cotton candy, candy apples, and even numerous different types of funnel cakes are what catches the eye.
Every year, I usually try to come every day just to get cotton candy because it's the only time I can get my fix of the best cotton candy.
Sure, cotton candy and candy apples are always the crowd favorite, then there's even crazier.
The craziest foods people will see today is deep fried Twinkies. That's different.
But that's not all. At the Rapides Parish Fair, they have several different toppings such as strawberry shortcake, cherry jubilee, and apple dumpling for your funnel cake. Reporting from the fairgrounds, Taylor Rubach, ABC 31 News.
And that, my dear, is the finished product.